How to overcome fear. 10 steps to becoming fearless. Start with step 10. End with step 1. Because courage isn't born overnight. It is built one decision at a time. Fear has stopped more dreams than failure ever could. It has buried inventions before they were created, silenced songs before they were sung, destroyed businesses before they opened, and convinced millions of people to settle for a life they never truly wanted. Fear is a master illusionist. It paints disasters that rarely happen, magnifies obstacles that can be overcome, and whispers that safety is better than significance. It convinces ordinary people that staying comfortable is the same as staying alive, when in reality, comfort slowly becomes a prison. Every person who has ever changed the world first had to confront fear. The difference between extraordinary people and ordinary people is not the absence of fear. It is the decision to keep moving despite it. If you want to overcome fear, don't wait for it to disappear. Learn how to walk straight through it. Step 10. Name your fear. Fear loses power the moment you expose it. Most people simply say, "I'm scared," but never ask, of what? Is it rejection, failure, embarrassment, poverty, success, criticism, uncertainty? Write it down. Fear thrives in darkness, but weakens in the light of clarity. You cannot defeat an enemy you refuse to identify. Step 9. Accept that fear is normal. Stop believing fearless people exist. They don't. Every champion has butterflies before the competition. Every entrepreneur questions themselves before launching. Every speaker feels nervous before stepping on stage. Fear is not a stop sign. It's proof that what you're about to do matters. Courage is not the absence of fear. It's movement despite it. Step 8. Shrink the battlefield. Fear loves enormous goals because enormous goals feel impossible. Break your mountain into footsteps. Don't think about writing the book. Write one page. Don't think about losing 50 pounds. Go for today's walk. Don't think about becoming wealthy. Save your first dollar. Small victories quietly destroy giant fears. Step 7. Replace catastrophe with possibility. Fear constantly asks, what if everything goes wrong? Flip the question. Ask, what if everything goes right? What if this interview changes your life? What if starting the business creates freedom? What if asking that question opens a door? Fear imagines disaster. Faith imagines opportunity. Your future often follows the story you choose to believe. Step 6. Build daily courage muscles. Courage works like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it becomes. Every uncomfortable conversation, every early morning, every difficult decision, every challenge you willingly face is another repetition in the gym of life. One day, you'll discover that what once terrified you has become ordinary because you trained yourself to become stronger than your fear. Step 5. Stop negotiating with fear. Fear always wants one more excuse. Tomorrow, next month, after I'm ready. Stop negotiating. Fear never keeps its promises. If you give it today, it will ask for tomorrow. If you give it tomorrow, it will ask for next year. The only way to win is to stop asking fear for permission altogether. Step 4. Surround yourself with courageous people. Fear is contagious, but so is courage. Spend enough time around people who chase dreams, solve problems, take risks, and refuse to quit, and their mindset begins to reshape yours. The people closest to you either enlarge your fears or expand your faith. Choose your environment wisely because your future often grows into the expectations of your circle. Step 3. Remember every fear you've already survived. Think back. There was a time you feared your first day of school, your first job interview, your first heartbreak, your first speech, your first major decision. Yet here you are. Every chapter you survived became evidence that you are stronger than you once believed. Fear has lied to you before. Don't let it narrate your future. Step 2. Take action before you feel brave. This is where most people fail. They believe bravery comes first. It doesn't. Action comes first. Bravery is born during movement. The first step is always uncomfortable. The second is easier. The third begins building momentum. Every act of courage teaches your brain a powerful lesson. I survived. Eventually, fear stops controlling you because your experience has proven it wrong too many times. Step 1. Anchor your identity in purpose, not fear. This is the foundation beneath everything. Fear asks, what if I lose? Purpose asks, what if I never try? Fear focuses on temporary discomfort. Purpose focuses on eternal significance. When your reason becomes bigger than your fear, fear loses its authority. A parent runs into danger to save their child because love becomes greater than fear. A firefighter enters a burning building because duty becomes greater than fear. A believer continues walking by faith because calling becomes greater than fear. Your greatest victories will never come from eliminating fear. They will come from discovering something so meaningful that fear no longer gets the final vote. Fear will always stand at the doorway of every worthwhile opportunity. It will greet you before every promotion, every business, every relationship, every dream, every breakthrough, and every calling. It will tell you to stay where it's safe, where nothing changes, where nothing grows. But history has never remembered those who remained comfortable. It remembers those who stepped forward while their knees were shaking, their voices trembled, and their hearts raced. They weren't fearless. They were faithful. They understood that courage is not a feeling, but a decision repeated every single day. One day you'll look back and realize the very thing you feared most became the doorway to the life you were meant to live. The mountain that once intimidated you became the view that inspired you. The obstacle that once stopped you became the story that strengthened others. Fear may knock on your door every morning, but you decide who gets invited inside. Choose courage, choose purpose, choose faith, because on the other side of fear is the person you were always capable of becoming.